y'all? I am DMCMNG.
And I am Master Shen Lo.
And together we are
Deep Sector.
Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends.
Much love. Shout out LV. I see he told me to give him a shout out, so I just wanted to shout him out real quick.
Shout out LV.
He been checking us out. Much love.
Thanks for watching, LV. Tell your friends. Tell them all.
Yeah.
Today we're joined by our guest.
Hello, my name is Kilo. I'm just mad chilling.
I'm just mad chilling. He said.
I've been with these boys for a long time. Just been following them, just helping them, trying to achieve them goals. Inside work.
Closer, Kilo.
A little closer. Do I gotta really speak this close? All right,
Sometimes.
Or you speak louder. You know, whichever.
All right. Bro. Yeah, no, this Kilo.Shark. I'd be trying to be an influencer, but I really just want to preach a positive message, bro. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
That's
so,
what we're here for.
Kilo.Shark. So what is that exactly?
Kilo.Shark. So it really started because I was a fish as a teenager, bro. Like, just mad. I was mad drinking, bro. So, yeah, everyone called me a fish as a kid.
I see.
So a shark, I wanted to be the baddest fish in the sea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but orcas be taking that shit.
Orcas be taking that shit. He said. He's like, orca don't sound as cool.
Now, so, I don't know.
Orca don't sound as cool though.
Yeah,
Kilo orca.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That's
but
tight,
yeah,
though.
that's where it came.
But so what is it though? What do you do exactly?
As of the moment, I'm in between jobs, but I really just want to influence people to think better, bro. Be better as a humanity, dude. Like,
Sweet.
Yeah, you got some
I just want to be a people person, dude.
You got some grand ideas. I know you've been sharing some since before the podcast. What is your main message that you really want to get across to people? Like, if you want to tell somebody something, or what did you need somebody to tell you growing up? You know what I'm saying? That because that's usually what the message comes from, is what you needed when you were a kid. So that's your message that you're bringing. You're like, I needed this, so I'm gonna give this to what, you know, whoever didn't have that when, like, I didn't.
Right. Yeah. As a message, like if I were to send it to my younger self, I would say, like, hey, bring it down, bro. Just fucking work on yourself, dog. Like, at the end of the day, you have to work on your own self perspective in order to have this perspective, in order to display it onto other people. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm trying to put my phone on mute so it's not. But fucking, like, you have to have this perspective where you are able to look into your inner self, into what you believe, in order to perceive what other people believe. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're steadily looking into yourself in order to see what other people are seeing. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like, I would definitely say that to my younger self, but I wouldn't have known that if I would have told that to my younger self. So I definitely had to learn that. So there's, like, a different, like, you have to be able to understand that that you are able to grow as a person. You know what I'm saying? You're able to grow this perspective of knowing what other people are and knowing who you are and how to deliver that with a genuine experience while also learning, I think is what I would say to my younger self.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah. That's a deep message.
So I think I sent it to Lo, but I think it's, you know, it's an important message. Like, you know, you should be able to, how do I put it? You should be open to hear other ideas and other people's perspectives, but you shouldn't have to ingest it. You know, you don't have to ingest it.
Right.
And knowing that, you know, is something that is important, you know, especially in having that pre-experience or pre-knowledge of something, it helps, you know, because I was talking about this somewhere, but, you know, when you don't have an understanding of something and somebody speaks it to you, you know, it's kind of like bringing knowledge to you, you know, so I think in a way you might be a little more susceptible to just accepting those ideas, you know, as what it is true, you know, as opposed to having a predisposed idea of what it is or what it might be, you know, maybe a different aspect of it, you know, so it's good to be diversified in thought as well, you know, because it helps with that, you know, rather than you just being swayed by people bringing ideas to you.
Right. I definitely think that it's like a good thing to understand what you are able to take and what you aren't able to intake. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to understand what is part of you and what isn't. You know what I'm saying? What applies to you and what doesn't apply to you. You know what I'm saying? You are able to take this energy and this positive ideal and this motive and still work with the message, but discard everything that doesn't. So I forget if it was Bruce Lee or whatever. He's like, you know, move like water, blah, blah, blah. But
move like water, blah, blah, blah.
take everything, you know what I'm saying, but discard what doesn't go with you. You know what I'm saying? Along those lines, it's like, you know, you have to have that introspective, you know, ideal that you are able to take these things from these people, and you aren't able to take these other things from these people because it doesn't apply to you at all.
Yeah, truly.
It's important.
Yeah, you got to have your own sense of truth for yourself, you know. That's one thing I've been working on too.
It takes time, you know. It's not something you just have, I guess. I mean, maybe some people do. I don't know. But, you know, it's something that, you know, you got to sort of develop, you know, and test ideas and things with people, you know.
You just got to learn. You know, definitely. It comes with learning.
Going through it.
You know, and that's who we learn from. We learn from the people who are more learned than us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how we grow and develop more.
Definitely.
I think the ideal of mentorship should be, you know, appreciated because, you know, you have these people that are more experienced in life. You know what I'm saying? They do have these different social interactions where they're able to navigate. You know what I'm saying? You're not in these situations to begin with, but you want to put yourself into these situations where these people are. And if you don't take from what they are able to give you, you know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate acting, bro, because they're in such difficult situations a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to deliver this emotion, this reaction to the crowd within the screen, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you are able to deliver this, but you're able to, you know, manifest how to learn that deliverance from your mentors. Because these people went through film school, these people went through, you know, tutorship and how to do fucking facial emotions, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that, you know, everybody just does, obviously. You know, there's only so few actors. But I think, mentorship should be appreciated because, you know, it's a lost art.
It really goes a long way. You know, ever since I've had a teacher, you know, in particular martial arts, it's really taught me a lot. He's a lot more experienced and older than me. He's like 3 times my age, 60-something years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
old man boogieing.
But he looks really, he's healthy. You know, he don't even look 60. I thought he was like 40. So I'm like, yeah, you know, he looks good. You know, and you know his teaching is really great. You know, and his example of life, you know, and the way he lives is just really great. He has he has high standards for, you know, of excellence for himself, and you know, being around people like that really inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you really want to learn. You know, when you're really open to learning. You know, and you're in it. You're really in that. You really gain so much from that. You know?
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
I think like people have to learn how they learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people struggle with how they do study habits. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't study the same way. So that's what I figured out through high school. That's how I was able to navigate through high school, is because I was able to learn how I learn. And it's because I learned how other people learn. You know, I'm able to see what they're able to comprehend, and I comprehend it at the same level. You know what I'm saying? But, like, a lot of people are visual learners. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are interactive learners. They're very hands-on. So there's a lot of different levels. And you have to learn how you learn in order to learn. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you have to learn how you study. You have to learn how you're able to comprehend information in order to partake in information.
See, I still haven't learned that about myself. Like I feel like I don't know. I learn in numerous ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's very common, bro. A lot of like we have a Cav mind, but like we learn a lot of different ways, bro. We're not just a single learner.
It's because like when I was younger, I used to be more visual, but now I feel like I can learn. Like I learn better if I learn all different types of ways. You know, like visual, hands-on, or like just even text.
Right.
You know, just reading.
And that's the perspective part of it, bro. You have to learn all perspectives of all learning of the situation in order to comprehend the situation. So, like, that really just, that's how you learn. You know how you learn already.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you're right. That's so funny.
You just learn it.
You know something? So, like, I've had this theory for a while about how we'll answer our own questions, right, in our speech. We'll be asking our questions, like, and then we'll circle around and just say it, and then we'll circle around the answer a lot, and we won't even get the answer out of what we're saying because we're not paying attention. And I remember realizing it. I was tripping balls, you know, but you know, I realized it because I was like, what the fuck, bro? I just said the answer to my own question, like literally. I forget what it was exactly, but it tripped me up, you know, and it taught me something, and now that just came back up right now.
Yeah, dude, it's super interesting how you're able to look inside and find a lot of the answers yourself, bro. Like, it's hard to like see it, like you said, you know, you're able to, you know, say it right in front of you, and you might not have recognized it if you weren't exactly tripping or on that wavelength that you were thinking, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And fucking, it really comes down to, can we cuss?
Yeah, bro.
All right, for sure. I didn't know, but
oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, dude, like it really, I lost my. So we were thinking of how people think, and then we were thinking of how you think, and then you were thinking of how you were able to remind yourself of the answer.
Looking within yourself to find the answers.
I had a really good point, but it really is just on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, it's on the brink of my thought exterior.
Oh, let's take some juices real quick to get it flowing. Huh?
Cheers, brothers.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on, brother.
Hi, bro. Appreciate you.
You know, it's interesting that, like, I actually used to notice when I was a kid, I wouldn't even need to ask questions. So, like, I used to not talk a lot. People used to think I was shy and shit, but I felt like I didn't need to talk, you know, because people would tell me the answers to my questions right after I was just thinking them.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, huh. And it still happens to this day. So I like when I talk to people, I don't really ask them about themselves. They just tell me about themselves.
Right.
You know? And
dude,
it's an interesting thing, you know?
Yeah. It's kind of how like that question escaped me earlier, bro. It's like you're able to kind of work around the problem, you know what I'm saying? And then you're able to find, you know, the absolute point zero or the ground zero of that point, you know what I'm saying? You're able to work around it in the bushes and still find out what's the actual problem within the house, you know what I'm saying, without ever actually entering the house. So, like, yeah, that's just real, like, I think, like, for me, it's like investigative work, you know what I'm saying? You're able to, you know, do this shit within your mind, and a lot of people aren't able to comprehend what's going on, you know what I'm saying? People are just socially clueless, but I like, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a social dynamics are just super interesting, bro.
Yeah.
And how that works, you know what I'm saying? You're able to derivative all these different dynamics in the situation. So it kind of boils down to a lot of different points, but who the fuck knows what somebody else is thinking? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sometimes I'd be thinking, like, I know what other people are thinking.
Yeah, you think you do, but, like, sometimes... But, like sometimes you really do know what the fuck they're thinking. Like, you really do. Like, you're able to come up with words for them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're able to, you know, have these different,
real shit,
like...
though.
I don't know. It's super interesting being socially intellect.
Do you think we'll ever get to a point of telepathy?
Dude, I really hope we do. Bro, we be having podcasts if fucking
Telepathic streams.
Straight up. Dude, everybody just listening to us just in their mind. Bro.
Also, I mean,
no earbuds, no headphones.
what if that's
no
like technology, you know? Because like Elon Musk is doing the Neuralink and stuff. So what if that's like, you know, me sending
still a test.
something to you, you know
Still
what I mean?
a test, a rumor, yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're still working on it, but I mean, like, what if
It has to be natural. Because I think we have the natural ability to to do that.
No, we do.
I'm just saying, though, you know, like.
But the moment we take that natural ability from ourselves, we're gonna lose it. Like straight up.
The first 5 seconds of an interaction is not verbal, bro.
True.
So like, if you take that into every single interaction, that's fucking how many people have lived. I'm not too sure, but fucking
a lot.
Like, there's so many interactions that constantly don't need words. It's like, if we can't reach a level where we're able to manipulate our mind to the point where we're able to telepathically communicate, it doesn't make sense. Because if we need technology to do that, what the fuck is our brain gonna do? We might as well use AIs to use the whole planet, dude. Like, because we're not doing anything at that point. Like, we're not moving forward.
Yeah,
as a humanity.
Not. Exactly.
Like,
we're not evolving.
We're not, dude. Like that's
we can't give our power to these machines.
Well, then we need to definitely move on. You know what I'm saying? Evolve these.
No doubt. I'm not for the Neuralink. I'm just playing the devil's advocate. But no doubt, I could definitely see that as being something, you know. You know, technology creating.
I'm telling you,
actual telepathy.
That's crazy, bro. They're going to be using technology.
Nah, but like
cyborgs.
I've
people
literally thought about being a test subject. I was like, man, they literally get paid money to be a cadaver for the estate, bro. It doesn't like so.
Did you donate your body to science or no?
It would depending. It would depend. I would literally have to read the fine print on the contract, bro. No,
dude. Honestly, I've seen some cadavers, and it's like if the people can come in like this and just see cadavers and see this person here, it's like, I don't want to, you know. And they showed us pictures and stuff because we were like doing a tour and stuff, and you know, just all the stuff of cadavers and. You know, and it's crazy, you know, and just seeing a cadaver right there and people just like looking inside their body and it's wild.
Dude,
you know, I do not want that.
I do not want that. He said.
That's why you would have to be part of. You would have to read the fine print on the goddamn contract. So
you got to read the fine print.
There's so much fucking shit going on within these governmental contracts. You can sign your whole fucking life over and you don't even fucking know it. It's like, bro, I give my life to science and you have my soul. Doesn't make sense.
Take it all.
Yeah, I'm saying take it all. Take my whole credentials. Like, yeah.
You don't exist.
You're nobody. Your code name is 00000.
Straight up.
I don't know. But like, it's just.
Yeah, it's different, you know. It's wild. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people who are donors. That's good, you know. That's your right.
Science.
But,
yeah, exactly, you know.
It helps, you know. They figure a lot of things out.
Yeah,
but,
I guess.
You know, I just don't want my body being used for her.
Yeah, I feel like I got to use my body for different things.
It's like...
What? What do you refer to?
I would give my body to science. Honestly,
yeah.
I've signed the contract that time in the draft because
I think we're all in the draft, right?
Well, as an adult male, you should be.
Yeah. Well,
if you're not, you're a pussy. Let's just be facts. But fucking
unless you can't be
the draft. It's interesting. Yeah, unless you're but either way,
I would be a donated body to science, dude. Because I think you know, my body could be helpful. Influential, definitely, for sure. I think I have some useful genes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just
what's your heritage again?
I'm Native American. I'm Omaha and Santee Sioux.
Cool.
So Iowa and Nebraska State. Native
Sweet.
American. Yeah.
Nice.
Interesting. People call me Kilo because they can't pronounce my name. Have you tried to pronounce my name? Do you know my actual name?
I don't. Tell me.
Yeah, let me hear this. I don't think I know it either.
So it's actually just Kila.
Kila.
Like tequila, but just Kila.
Kila?
Yes, sir. So
Kila.
it's just Kilo and...
Kila.
People can't pronounce that?
Yeah, so people called me Kilo.
Wow.
Just because they read they read the name on paper first, bro. They didn't even appreciate the person. They were like, "Oh, that's your name?" I was like, "Alright, bro. Alright." So they just call me Kilo, and like every single teacher since like 3rd grade, ever since I could remember, bro, just call me Kilo, bro. And I was like, "We live in Colorado. Why the fuck not?" Like, you know what I mean? So it's, yeah, that's how I got Kilo as a name. I don't know how common that is. How many kilos you know?
None. And none that I think about than you.
I can't. There's someone else that shares my native name.
Kila.
Yeah, his name is Kilo.Shark.
So what does it mean? Something?
My name is Eagle in the Omaha language.
Yeah,
It's
That's
Kilo.
amazing.
Yeah. I kind of thought so.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Oh, do you like it or
That's
no?
tight.
I mean,
You
you
like
gotta
Eagle?
fly high to escape the storm, right? So,
It makes sense, bro. Like
Yeah.
how you are, honestly. Just like with that animal, that's a powerful animal. Like just to be connected with that strongly. You know what I'm saying?
Like, with any animal, it really comes with a vulnerability, though. Like, there's a humility to be behind, an experience. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to take hits in order to give hits. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, you're able to live this life that are, adversity, bro. You gotta overcome it.
Definitely. Gotta overcome it.
Like, at the end of the day, you gotta fly high to soar high.
Yeah, man, life's hard, and it's hard. We don't get it doesn't get easier. We get better at it. That's just what it is. And it's got to adapt. It's got to be tough. You got to make some plans. Think about some stuff. So it's important.
Definitely do.
Strategy. It's the way of the warrior.
The way.
This is the way.
I'll show you the way, brother.
Do you know the way?
I know the way. Nah, I mean, I know my way. But,
Right.
yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it is, right, though?
I'm glad I'm glad someone finally said that, bro. Like, I know my way.
Yeah, nah, bro. Like, cause it takes humility, bro. Because at the end of the day, your way could be the fucking wrong way, bro. Like, but that's your way, bro. Like, so you have to be able to take hits to give hits. You know what I'm saying? You're able to, roll with the punches and, be able to roll with the humility that's going with this roll with your own way. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, with every introspective work in life, you know what I'm saying? Everybody looks into themselves. But, like, at the end of the day, they're willing to take the risk. You know what I'm saying? It's like give or take. But, like, some people aren't willing to take the risk to be themselves. And some people really are, and they're exploiting the fuck out of it, dude. like some people are just blowing the fuck up for being stupid, dude. Like,
It's real.
But it's real. Yeah, it's real.
I don't know. People, I guess, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like everything. It's. Some of them realizing
Bro,
too.
that's what scares me, bro. So much.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Or false scarcity, dude. So much false scarcity.
False scarcity.
Dude, it's like, that's why content, creators are kind of like on top a little bit. So if their content stops, like, what are people going to be entertained by? Regular life? They did on the
Regular
screen all this time watching this nigga do all this shit. Like, I don't know, bro. It's kind of scary if you really think about it. Like, but I don't know, bro. You have those people in the gray area though, and I'm glad for those people because they're able to live life between the screen and what's going on in their real life. They're able to navigate both with beautiful gratification, dude. And like those are the people that are gonna continue to thrive because like the people that can't socialize can't make content, and the people that make content continuously without socializing aren't gonna continue make content. So I don't know, bro.
It's about it.
That's what false scarcity can be like. Have you heard of Top Shots?
No, Top Shots. What's that about?
So I'm not so sure if it's literally called Top Shots, but there's literally a website on it's literally on the web. Like it's not on the deep web. You can look it up, and they're selling highlights of these 6-second clips, bro. They're like literal vines of the NBA, moments of the NBA, where they're selling them and they're buying. So they can buy them for like $500 depending on when the highlight comes out. False scarcity, and then when they sell them, they're able to trade it for about $40,000. So it doesn't make any sense for this false scarcity to be created if these people are continually buying it for the trade and not for what it actually is.
That's what it is, man. Scalpers are always going to be there.
It's weird, bro.
Buck.
It's like if they're continually buying a highlight for $3,000, eventually thinking they're going to sell it for $30,000, but they only have it, for this long, for this scarcity, and nobody buys it, then they only have it for this much, and what's the point of the scarcity?
I guess that's just the nature of the beast, right? That's how you... That's
it's
how people
fabricated as fuck.
Yeah, it's a tactic.
Dude,
it's a tactic.
Like, it's scary, dude, because it's infiltrating our way into life, bro. Because they want to make gaming cryptocurrency. They want to make kills a code for currency. Imagine getting 0.01% Bitcoin for a kill on COD, bro.
Damn, that'd actually be kind of cool.
Dude,
everybody
kills,
go start
have
gaming.
a Bitcoin.
Everybody gonna start gaming.
No, but like that's the scarcity. That's not even the reality of how it's gonna take its avenue, but that's a potential. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like how the industry can produce its scarcity. As soon as I introduced it to you, and it was a false reality, you were able to buy into it.
True. He ain't playing. I was ready. I was like, oh shit.
Like, no, bro. Like, that's how real it could be, though. Imagine if they were able to actually fabricate that in code. And they actually made it a thing where KD actually mattered.
Yeah, I mean, who knows where that's going.
No, like that can go everywhere.
I mean, I don't know.
From grocery sales to how much groceries you buy.
Who knows how much crypto be, truly accepted into reality in the future.
Use Alexa? No.
No, Google.
I don't use it. I don't know, bro. Like,
bro, a lot of this stuff, like spying and stuff,
kind of,
it's
but like,
it's all around us, even us putting our stuff out into YouTube, it's, we're out there, so I'm not, it is what it is, like I'm out here.
Right.
So like,
yeah.
I'm not too worried about any of that shit.
Yeah.
Like about
that gives me
shit,
the Ready Player One perspective. It's like, bro, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready to dominate the top of the leaderboards. I'm the top gamer, bro. So like, it's like that.
But I don't know, man. Life is life.
Yeah, that is kind of
gotta live sometimes.
It's been happening for millennia, though. Bro, they were selling utensils. They weren't even selling utensils. They were gifting utensils in Japan. Japan, my bad.
Japan.
They were gifting utensils in Japan for tea, bro, as currency, as a status quo for
Utensils?
yeah, dude. And for tea, bro. So this guy was like, oh, so all the materials are going down. And the only scarcity is tea products. I'm going to buy up all the tea products, and then I'm going to gift these people, the samurai, the gifted warriors, the tea products as a status quo, dude. And that's how he was able to, you know, uprise the value of these sets, these tea products, these utensils. He was able to create false scarcity.
Yeah. It's real, man. I mean, so what is it? You don't like false scarcity, right?
No.
You're against it?
No. Hell no.
No, hell no.
Like, false scarcity, like, is the whole, like, mention of, like, capitalism, bro. Because what do you think fucking banks are built off? Actual money they have?
Right.
Like, so, it doesn't make any sense. But, like...
Give your money to us, we'll hold it.
I think you should earn it, but at the same time, like, there's an exploit system and there's a loophole for a reason. And the top 20 are the top 20 for a reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of scheming and plotting going on for sure.
Yeah. Some people aren't smart enough to see it. And some people that are smart enough to see it at the bottom levels aren't smart enough to get out of the 80%.
Reality's varied. You know, one thing I was thinking about, like, the past couple of days, but we've been talking about kind of, you know, dancing around, is that, you know, humans in general, like, we make a lot of generalizations. You know, we generalize a lot, you know, and so much frequently.
Conversations, yeah.
Yeah, dude. You know, and just like, oh, this is that, and that is this. You know, you're that, you're this. You know, and just write things off,
right?
Because we just generalize so much, you know, and think that all is the same. You know, when in reality, all is not the same. Like, yes, we have so many similarities, but also we are somewhat unique in a way, you know? And, yeah, you know, so it's interesting that we do blanket it so much. I mean, obviously, there's so many people in the world, so obviously there are some overlapping, you know, tendencies. But, you know, in reality, you know, not everybody's the same.
All is all, but all is not one. For sure.
Yeah.
I definitely think there's, you know... That's what comes with diversity, you know, the different situations that we have in life. There's different people that walk different perspectives in life, and you're not always going to meet these people that are walking the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're going to meet these amazing people. But overall, I think, like, it should be a learning experience. Everything should be learning. Like, you're not teaching anything. Like, even when you're teaching, you're learning how to teach. Like, I don't know. I think learning should be, like, a fucking, like, it should be a fundamental. So it's not
straight up.
Like, it's not learning how to comprehend things. It's learning to learn how to comprehend things. It's like a whole different introspective.
Have you ever heard of Jim Quick?
Jim Quick? No.
I forget what it was on, but it's on YouTube. He has a whole, like, interview on how to learn. That shit was really enlightening.
Brilliant.
You know? Yeah.
Bro,
you know, because he was talking about how
exactly
we're taught to learn this whole time, but we're never taught how to learn our whole lives. You know, and
Dude.
It's like a huge thing. So he touches on a lot of key points on how to learn, you know.
How to learn, dude.
And so Jim Quick on YouTube, look it up. Jim Quick, how to learn.
Jim Quick.
Yeah, it's some real shit.
Fucking.
I gotta reassess myself because it's been a while since I've seen that one.
But fucking no, that's very, like, existential though, bro, because you are able to learn how to learn and learn how to teach people how to learn. Nigga, like that's so crazy, bro. Like, which is like, it blows my mind kind of every day, because you kind of learn something every day. You know what I'm saying? You're not fucking as stupid as this. Like, literally, the saying is, you're born not yesterday, but fucking like. It's just a crazy understanding that you can continually learn from other people, from learning how you learn yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. You know, every moment is a lesson. You know, everything you do
should be. That's how we should treat it.
Yeah, you know, every moment is sacred. You know, and as such, it is a lesson. You know, in every action, every win, every loss, they're lessons. You know, they teach us what is and what isn't. And it's important just being mindful of it, you know, conscious of what they are and what they mean to you, you know, and what they have to teach you.
Exactly. That's how you grow.
Constantly.
Growth,
yeah.
dude.
No.
Never ending.
This cat is a ridiculous one today.
I have something for y'all. All right, so what do you think about growth being regressive? Do you think you can regress and grow? Do you think it becomes worse before it gets better?
Well, to your first part, I think you can regress and grow, you know, because, you know, it's that varying thing, you know, because everything's different. You know, you can grow in some areas and regress in others. You know, it just depends on how you're going. Because I feel like you can still be, you know, a recovering alcoholic and be a great basketball player and still be getting better, right?
Right.
So, I mean.
So, like, how I see it, like, yeah, I believe that you can do that, regress and grow. Because it reminds me of what this lady told me at this shop one time. She said, like, the retrograde, you know, what the retrograde meant for her was pretty much you're looking back into your past, right? You know, whatever the planet is, it'll pertain to the certain experiences or whatever. And you're looking back into it, and it's like as you're looking back, when it comes forward, it's like a slingshot. So you're propelling forward. You know what I'm saying? You look back in the past, so you can learn from that and propel forward. You know, further.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's how I would see that type of thing. You know,
I think that's literally the deliverance of adversity, bro. You have to go back, bro, because if you're not able to look back, bro, you're not able to look forward, bro. You have to have this different perspective of these different mindsets. You know what I'm saying? You're able to put yourself in these different shoes within your own shoes. So it's kind of like you're playing like four people in one. You know what I'm saying? You're the sad one, you're the mean one, you're the, you know, I don't know, like however you put it, you know what I'm saying? Something is productive in the mean. You know what I'm saying? In the end. It's, I don't know, kind of different.
You're breaking outside of this whole other wall that is like invincible.
Dude, yeah.
and you're seeing from all these different perspectives.
It,
you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
You have to play around it to get inside it, bro.
So I want to share my character theory. All right. So you know how like when you're reading a book, right? Or like watching a show or something, you fucking you get so involved with the character, and like maybe you have like some type of similarity with the character, so you feel connected with that character. Yeah. And you almost feel like you're that character, you're experiencing that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that's life. You know what I'm saying? Like how they say we are not the body, like we are the soul. Mm-hmm. So this character, like this is the character. You know who we are. This isn't exactly who we are. You know, it's just what we've been given here.
Right.
You know? So how I see the character theory is pretty much life is just this story that we're constantly writing every day or reading more or less every day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And
I didn't think it was going to slip off my head.
Yeah.
It's really just about like not being too involved with the character, you know, because we're not the character, you know. And when you get too involved with the character, things affect us so much to a point to where we're stuck, and you know, and life gets harsh, real harsh for us, you know, and more or less we make it harder on ourselves, you know, because of how we're responding to the situation.
Right. Yeah.
And by being able to pull yourself away from yourself, you're able to, you know, have a different type of response to situations.
Right. Yeah. I think like it's interesting you can have like a not give a fuck mind state and still have a really caring heart. You know what I'm saying? So like it's really interesting that you can, you know, interact with people in such a way that you are able to deliver those characters, so to speak, as you were saying. But you are much more than what you are delivering. You know what I'm saying? And you aren't giving that to people. And that's what, as for me, I want to be receiving that appreciation for who I am. You know what I'm saying? As so much for the character that I play.
I feel that.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, like, that's kind of what everybody, right? Like, we're all kind of playing a part, and we're all kind of doing our role, and we get appreciation for that role. But, like, what else are we beyond that role? We're a lot more beyond that role. But, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't delve deep right into who you are beyond the role.
Yeah. I try not to get wrapped up in. I try not to get wrapped up in even sharing my story.
Sure. Very bittersweet. Yeah.
It's just at the end of the day, you gotta look at it as like just a bunch of stories anyway. That's
it's all a bunch of experiences, bro. Like
even though it all means something, it has its place.
Human life, yeah.
But it's still just a story. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that helps me.
Some people don't tell their stories, though. Nah, some people don't tell their stories, and that's where you're not appreciated as a human, bro. That's where you let yourself down. You know what I'm saying? So
I tell my story all the time.
Yeah,
I tell it here.
I tell it here.
They could listen here, you know. But I'm not gonna listen. I'm not. You know, you don't connect with everybody, and that's just it. At the end of the day, you know.
Yeah,
that's how it is. So I don't tell everybody everything. That you know. The people who really know my story are the people who like have known me for years, you know, or if they listen to my music or they listen to the podcast, they definitely probably know some of my story, you know.
Right.
That's why I'm trying to get Isaac to share his. He don't like to share. He just likes to be like the observer, and then he comes out with some super wise words every once in a while, and then you're like, damn. Fucking Isaac.
Some wise words from the man. Yeah. Bro.
You know, the life of a listener and a watcher is very interesting.
Dude, it's kind of fun. I won't lie. Like, living in the outskirts, bro. Because, like, you're able to see and learn from people, bro.
Definitely.
Like, that's crazy.
Like, I wonder how animals, like...
Dude, it kind of blows my mind a little bit, bro. Like, because you can't think like a cat, bro. Nah.
Who says you can't? You?
Because I'm not a cat. That's why.
True. That's true, though.
At the same time, like, that's why it blows my mind. Like, imagine if I could.
You think a cat would think.
Yeah, imagine if I could think like a cat. I'd probably be a menace.
I'd probably be a menace. He said,
like,
oh shit.
Cats are menaces. You ain't playing.
Oh man. Yeah.
Nah, that's like why consciousness is so crazy, dude. Like it's able to, we're able to literally evolve consciousness, bro. Like not even 20 years ago were people thinking about pocket computers, dude.
Right.
What?
Not like nothing.
Yeah,
like nothing.
We got them every day.
Let me take a picture in HD.
We put it on Facebook.
40K. Like, bro, like what?
See,
Dude,
bro.
you have a phone that could do 40K? So
that's what blows my mind, right? So if we can advance technology this much in the past, 200 years, right? How is that not possible in the past, 80,000 that another civilization rose up in their 200, did what we did, went further, advanced, left, died, It's interesting to think that, because like you were saying, recorded history is like, 3,000 years. So before that, Earth's been here for so long.
This has supposedly only been in the last like 50 years that we've had like such, vast technological advances.
Yeah, so like it took us 13,000 years to evolve from fucking caveman to what we are.
Right?
Yeah,
that's what I'm
but
saying.
18,000 was the last ice age. So what was the humanity and the civilization before that? If you were explaining the past civilizations, where I think a lot of aliens come from, but like it's plausible. But, like, there's not a lot of evidence left on Earth to support that.
Yeah, too much underwater. Hey, could you imagine, though? What if it wasn't like it's all speculation. But what if it wasn't like, like it was just like you've seen Star Wars? Mm-hmm. Like, Tatooine, just like a sand planet, and then maybe we just got bombarded with water or something, Yep. Who knows? Like a bunch of ice, obviously. But, and
Comets.
Yeah, a bunch of like, and it just gathered, accumulated, and evolved itself,
Right.
I don't know. I'm no scientist.
Yeah.
But,
I'm no scientist.
Who's to say?
Yeah, so I mean, like, apparently 13 billion years ago, we were a planet much like Mars now is today, just with a bunch of volcanic activity with no water. But then we got struck by a comet, and then continually we got struck, and then we gravitated the moon, and then eventually we were able to cultivate life because of the water that we got struck by early on in the early stages of the 13 billion years.
Isn't that crazy, though? Could you imagine like how much, like, I mean, obviously in a more chaotic, galaxy, it definitely would make more sense, but, all the ice that would have to come, to make these oceans. You know what I mean? I guess they'd probably be big ass, huge, colossal, things just bombarding the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, comets aren't small.
Or it had to
crystallize. The last comet that could have hit Earth could have engulfed Earth in water.
Do you think the ice could have crystallized on its own?
Small comet. Huh?
So, like, in the advance of like what they call the Big Bang, and things are forming, elements are colliding and shit like that. You think the water or the ice or whatever could have crystallized, onto the Earth from the inside the Earth's core, or somehow, by the elements,
like the sun.
Well, there could have
like
been
the sun.
That'd have been interesting. If the sun did actually, like cause, just natural elements to melt. Like ice, just the fact that a sun came out of nowhere and then this nothingness of black, just dark matter, just coldness, the heat, itself just creating its own condensation from just, I don't know. That'd be interesting.
that would throw the whole thermodynamics of black matter off, because black matter doesn't affect the natural universe.
Well, I don't know about the black matter thing, but I'm just talking about essentially the creation of a sun, causing its own condensation within, the vast coldness of space,
right?
Creating ice particles.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the creation of the galaxy per se.
You weren't there,
but
I was there. Let me give you something.
But fucking, I think the scientists are very accurate.
Give me your pipe,
you know what I'm saying? It's like you have a black hole that cultivates a lot of energy in life.
Yeah, I want to roll the blunt.
You don't think the universe was ice first? That shit would be crazy. Yeah, that shit would be a crazy switch.
Over before hell froze over.
Like,
well, 'cause I mean, space is cold, I mean, I don't know.
Space is empty.
That's what I mean, you know. But it's, you know, it's cold. You know?
Yeah.
It's not.
You turn blue.
Well,
you turn
depending
blue.
on where you are in space. Yeah.
Unless you're by the sun. You're right next to the sun.
It's the beginning of the universe. Well, do you think a Big Bang would have blew planets into existence as well? Or would it just have been elements?
Well, it's a chaos order, bro.
Right?
So it's not necessarily something that wanted to create universes, but it's like literally something that cultivated universes beyond its
because it's
willingness.
Seeds, you know, the elements.
Yeah, so
the seeds were the suns.
Yeah, no, they really are. We are Stardust, I believe.
Oh, of course, yeah, we are Stardust.
But like, yeah, no, I think that like definitely the Big Bang was able to cultivate these large amounts of energy that we are able to see evident in the world nowadays, and it's evident because of chaos order, not because of causal disorder, which at the same time is also disorder.
Well, you want to know theory? I think, you know, that possibly the Big Bang was in some other place a star-going supernova, right? And it imploding on itself, becoming a black hole.
Right.
And then from that point, all that matter and wherever the stuff got sucked into is here. You know, that's what the rush of the material, the matter, and the elements all coming into be, you know, came from a, you know, a black hole or a wormhole, you know, and it's dumping all this material that is just eating from one side and shitting out somewhere else.
They all came from another universe?
I mean,
we could
maybe.
Be
supposedly that's exactly what I've heard.
We could be dust mites, bro, from another universe.
Exactly. We're just.
Bro.
And what if we're on the micro? You know, what if that universe is like the macro, right? And now we've gone into it. Now we're in the macro.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't. I don't know. If you were to go through a black hole, maybe you'd be dwarfed because you're going from super small, macro, into
very small.
You know, or even smaller.
In a big universe.
We might be onto something. Okay.
We're breaking through, motherfucker.
Yeah. I seen a fucking little thing right here. It was like a hair.
It was a red dot.
It was a hair or something. You know what they eat? Have you ever heard what they say about that?
What's that about?
So they say if you see like just something floating in front of you, that's usually like a spirit guide or something trying to notify you.
No, for real?
Yeah.
Bro,
That's why I was like, oh yeah, I feel like we're on to something. I don't know, bro. This is some deep shit. I was like, shit start clicking in my brain. I was like, dang, hold on.
Like, do you think that like our psychosis as a mass humanity is intertingled or like ever interacts with our scientific views? Like, we're able to do all these experiments, but there's literally a metaverse.
What do you mean exactly?
So, like there's a meta part of you. So you have like a body, and then you have a soul. But there's a meta. There you have the mind. You know what I'm saying? You're able to experience this part of you that's outside of you, which allows you to take walks, is what they call it. Or I forget, insidious type shit.
Astral project?
Yeah, astral project. Yeah. Sorry.
Interesting.
Like imagine that was like the reality though, that everything literally intermingled. Like the supernatural isn't supernatural. We are supernatural with the world.
Well, okay. Here's some more of my theories. So,
Let's get into it.
We are energy, right? Like we are.
Photons,
I don't think energy is created or destroyed, right? It just is.
Right.
But as humans, we are able to like, you know, shift energy and use energy and just do that. Yeah, right? But when we die, right, we become energyless. Like most of us.
In this spectrum.
Yeah, in a way, you know, I mean, I feel that, we become energy, because we are like almost like a battery, right? We have that energy. We are the energy. We can influence, create, destroy with the power that we have. And I mean, all living sentient creatures can, but it's interesting because, I mean, I don't know, I guess everything can, but it's I forgot where I was going.
It's like the humanity behind it a little bit. I think like the chaos of creation and destroying.
Yes, but yeah, like I was saying, I think we become energy, and I think we just, we become one with, the environment, with what it is, because our energy shifts, it can no longer be housed in this, physical form.
Have you ever had a trip where you really felt like you were dreaming? Like, you remember that trip we had? Me, you, and Harrison?
Which one was it?
It
My
was
Matt's
like,
or was it about my house?
It was by your house.
Okay.
It was us three. We went on that walk.
Okay.
It was like we went through a portal and do a whole bunch of crazy shit, bro. You know how like we felt like? Did you feel like a mist? Like as if you were like a mist almost, and you were like merged with everything around you. You weren't so solid. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've seen, because on Netflix they have this show. It's called Green Snake, or it's actually it's like a movie, anime movie. But there's a scene on that movie where this chick, she goes into this like, she's fighting her karmic past, and she's learning to, she's fighting to overcome it. So she's in this like fucking loop, and in this loop, she's like this spirit form, but she's like a mist almost, and that's how I remember it. In that experience, it was like you feel like I felt like as if I was like a mist, but it was dreamlike, like you're dreaming, but you're not. You're completely awake. You're just tripping, and it was crazy. I actually felt like that,
like daydream, like a haze fever, almost like you were.
Yeah, but just like
literally there,
like super lucid dream. Like this is like lucid dream to the next level.
Was this the time we had played the music and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like I really like that. The music really like I don't know, like took me away. Honestly, like I felt like that music was just like I don't know. Maybe I felt like a sound, but yeah, because I remember like
so I felt like a sound.
I was musical note.
Well, I felt like because I was just holding that phone, because I think I was carrying the phone, right, and I was just like holding it, and I felt like at a certain point I kind of forgot that I was just like holding it like a certain way, and it's like it was interesting, but yeah, no, the music was vibing with me hard. It was
dude. All right. So, do you think you can reach? All right. So, do you think there's like there's a soul plane, right? You have the spiritual, the mental, and the physical plane. Do you think there's a soul plane?
I want to believe so.
I really do. So do you think you can reach the soul plane through music? I feel like I've really almost. I don't know though. You really don't know.
I remember.
You really don't. I don't know.
Well, because honestly, like, I remember doing Tai Chi right when I was tripping. Okay, I felt
honorable.
It was a whole different type of experience.
Right.
It was.
I would say so. Yeah.
It was beautiful. Like it felt like my movements felt so much more graceful, And like I was doing Tai Chi last night, and that's how I felt like I'm starting to be able to do that a little more, just without anything, just doing my Tai Chi. But like when I freestyle, sometimes I feel that same feeling, of like I was freestyling the other day, and it was like I was freestyling like no other, and I felt like I was tapping into that same type of feeling, like where you just it's like a grace, you feel light, and you're just, it's like an enlightenment per take. You feel like you aside from you. You know what I'm saying? Aside from all the bullshit, aside from everything, it's like only you in that moment matters, and it's like the best feeling you've ever had. That's like, I remember I used to feel that all the time when I was a kid freestyling, I definitely believe that you can get that through music. You know, whether you can just listening or whatever, you know, it's really just tapping into that, like, just that field of pleasure, you know, within yourself. I feel like, you know, and it brings you to a level maybe that you can consider as your soul, you know, because that feeling is truly from you,
Right?
You know, nobody else is giving you that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, definitely the answer I was looking for. Because fucking, I don't know, bro.
What's
Maybe
your beliefs,
like,
Kilo? Huh? Is there an afterlife?
The afterlife, huh?
Bro, I want to hear that. Let me hear what you got to say about that.
So I mean, like, personally believe in the perception theory. So that's where you're able to take your perceptions of what your afterlife will be like and take it into the afterlife. But that necessarily means that whatever your afterlife is, that'll be your afterlife. But for me, honestly, I think like a lot of people really are just stuck, bro. Like, we get so in love with being human, bro. It's kind of tripped up. Like, hearing ghost stories of just people walking, dude. Just walking nowhere into doors that don't exist. It's like they're stuck in a time that doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're truly thinking that maybe, you know, you might get caught in a time that doesn't exist at one point. You know what I'm saying? You might be that phantom that exists in 50 years from now when the whole world is living above 5,000 feet on some helicarriers. Like, I don't know.
0.12 type shit.
Like, imagine, like, they go down to sea level and they meet you. They're like, oh, you is headless Kilo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But, like, it's a weird perspective to think that, like, we still deal with, you know, paranormal activity that we think is relevant to the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe not everything is paranormal, but everything that we put energy into carries on throughout time. You know what I'm saying? So our energy carries on, like, literal legacies, bro. Like, so it's kind of understandable how, like, these depictions of, you know, fabled heroes, you know, are able to live their characters or their, you know, legacy that they
I forget what
given.
movie it was. I think it was Coco. Have you seen Coco? You've seen Coco, right?
Yeah.
How the only thing holding their ancestors here was them thinking, their memories and stuff. Yeah, I definitely believe that. I believe that's like that same type of thing is real. You know, that we hold the people, you know, that we lose, we hold them here, you know, through our memories and stuff like that. You know, and they kind of aren't set as free through us holding on to them, you know, and they can't really move on so easily if that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting.
But I don't know, maybe we're meant to stay here, meant to reincarnate, I don't know what the freaking deal is, but
Yeah, no, I imagine, like, another theory that I had is that, we are Stardust. We're stuck in a reincarnate cycle. You know what I'm saying? We're continuously made to relive every single life experience that's ever been had, whether it's from the smallest seed of grass that never grew into grass or the highest eagle that's ever soared. You know what I'm saying? You know, from all these experiences, we're supposed to live every single one of them.
And we just keep holding each other here.
Yeah.
Human Stardust.
What the fuck?
Like, that would be the power of the human mind. You know what I'm saying? The intellect, the idea that we are able to evolve our human mind to this capability where we are able to maintain this existential dome, I guess, of human life. I don't know, here on Earth. I don't know if it's like a terrestrial, you a terraform. I don't know, bro. But like, imagine you were able, like, your life experience is just all life, all together, just cultivating itself.
I don't know if it's anywhere else reference, but I know in like the Logic album, Everybody, that's kind of like the skit story. It's about essentially a dude who dies and then, you know, meets with God, and God essentially explains to him that this is like the number of time we've met, and you know, you're just going to keep living life and dying until you've experienced every one of, you know, everything there is to experience in the universe, and then you'll take my job. And it's like, huh, you know,
right? Nah, but
yeah, that's what I've always heard too. I don't know. I forget what book it was. I think it was Conversations with God that it talks about you're gonna experience everything, you know, until you don't want to experience it no more.
Yeah,
it's the universe.
That's
I think
life. That's existence.
The purpose of life is to do it better. Do better. Whatever circumstance, just do better, bro.
I think it's
like,
just to live more.
Yeah,
live more.
I mean, you can live every life experience.
Where hasn't there been lived? You know what I'm saying? That's what
people
you gotta
get,
be. That's what we gotta be.
People
thinking.
get thrills out of killing, bro. When you call
Nah,
that
we don't.
living,
We've lived that. We've lived enough killing.
People live that though. People got a living out of that.
That's true.
So it's not just living, bro. It's doing better, bro. Being a better person. You know what I'm saying? You can live life, but live it better, bro. Because like you don't have to do these things in order to experience these pleasures that you have, bro. Like it's really just a change of mind state, but it's also, you know, like just living it, bro, as you say, but doing it better, being a better person, and continually delivering that message to other people.
I feel like you can do whatever you want, just don't hurt anybody else.
Well,
or yourself.
If you always do it better, you're doing it better, bro. Like you can't knock somebody that's doing better, but at the same time, yeah, you don't want to hurt
knock
people.
The hobo either. You know what I'm saying? As long as he ain't hurt nobody.
I mean, if he doing better, he doing better, bro. Like it doesn't matter the status that he's living at, bro. It's the mind state. If he's doing better and if he's making better of his life and how he affects people through his experience, bro, it doesn't matter what his status is because he's doing better as a person.
That's what it's about. Doing your best.
Sir.
Always. You know, that includes doing better.
Doing better regardless. Bro, just being better. Not doing better, just being better.
That's real.
That feels weird to say. I've said it so many times. Being better. Like if you say it enough times, it gets weird.
That's how most words
like
are.
Like a lot of weird. Yeah, a lot of words.
Struck it down. It's like
being better.
Word.
Weird word.
Weird word. No, for real though. That's really
Words
the complexity of humanity though. It's like we're able to communicate, but in such a weird way. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, weird. We are weird. Imagine if I could actually derelict the meaning from that. Like, oh, bro, I know exactly what you meant. No. Like, say no more. We're going to end world hunger. Like, bro.
Shit. All right, y'all. I think it's a good place to wrap it up. Thanks, Kilo. Thanks for coming on, man. It's been fun.
Hell yeah, bro.
Glad to have you. Love to have you back.
Yes, sir. Glad to be on, bro.
It's Kilo.Shark on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Sweet. Check out Kilo.Shark on YouTube. Thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Till next time, y'all know what it be.
Peace.